Oh man, that's the game right there. I don't know what we're gonna do. Whew. I need to go get some water for this one, man. Uh,
This is the atmosphere that we have been waiting for. The Premier League is back. The fans are back. And Brentford are finally in amongst the elite. And boy, can you hear them. This tonight is going to be good. We're staying with these live pictures. It's Brentford Arsenal with Arlo, Lee and Graham right after this.
Welcome to Allstate.
ah,
So we just lowered our auto rates. And savings
it's when this boy get fired, man. Mikel Arteta, man.
for joy. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Your mom's gotta go.
She's family.
She's using my Old Spice moisturizer with shea butter, and she's wearing my robe.
We're out.
See how this game go right there.
Looked bigger online.
Brentford versus Arsenal.
Someday. We'll find the
I
right
put
trip.
Brentford name first because they're gonna win.
Get the right information.
That's when
so you
Mikel
can book
Arteta get
confidently.
fired, man.
Travelocity, seize your someday.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Smiles, camaraderie,
Nervous.
and noise. Welcome to West London and the Community Stadium, the home of the Bees, Brentford, who are back in the big time at last. It is wonderful to hear the full-throated roar of a packed English football ground.
Woo! The game is on.
Now, ahead of the season, it was announced that players from all 20 Premier League clubs will continue to take the knee. The response is fabulous. Ahead of all matches this season, to highlight their opposition to racism, something we've seen ever since Project Restart began in June 2020. And there are so many applause around the ground. It's the 30th instalment of the Premier League, and we welcome its 50th competitor, Brentford FC, from West London, defending early on here against Arsenal. Their first top-flight game for 74 years. The ball into the penalty area. It's just behind Martinelli. Their last opponent in May 1947, of course, it was Arsenal. So the Bees' odyssey is complete. Just the 27,016 days between top-flight meetings for these two capital clubs. A three-man booth. We've had a terrific time building up to the game at the pitchside desk. And Arsenal kicking away to our left-hand side, away from their fans gathered in the corner, have their first corner of the season.
Yeah, it's about to rain on my end, man.
A good end to last season.
I'm just trying to see how this live stream is looking. You know what I mean?
You're in Tierney, played in the Euro 2020 finals for Scotland. On diagonal, Nicola Pepe again, Arsenal in their third kit
Let's just watch this match and see how it come out, man.
Brentford back in the early stages. An early shot comes in from Tierney, straight at the goalkeeper, Raya. Gentlemen, isn't it nice to hear a crowd? It's brilliant, isn't it? Great atmosphere. We knew it would be. Hey Jude was just sensational. Good start from Arsenal, but Brentford on the back foot a little bit, got a corner. Just interesting to see they stick to the game plan, Brentford. They love to play the ball out from the back. I think Frank's already said that they're going to attack this Premier League. Let's wait and see. Let's ball forward towards the halfway line.
I think it's something I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Stepped in front of Tony.
Really looking forward to seeing that, actually. How Brentford adapt.
Second touch for Ivan Tony. 31 goals so far this season, or excuse me, last season in the Championship. We'll bring Graham in a second. We've just got a couple of technical.
I think this is when this boy get fired, man. This is when Mikel Arteta gets fired, man.
So 3 new signings for him. Ben White, Albert.
This is when he get fired.
Who starts in midfield. Ben White starts at the back. Nuno Tavares, a fullback from Benfica, is on the bench. Over $97 million. I don't think he's finished spending yet. Brentford just settling in the early stages here.
I'll have another go now. Can you hear me?
I can loud and clear.
I was saying it'd be interesting to see
Ball.
Brentford
Oh,
maintain
man.
their identity that they had in the Championship, what was so successful for them. They're going to be aggressive. We just seen there that challenge by Norgard on Smith Rowe. Something they're going to have to really pick up quickly is the pace of the Premier League. Players move the ball quicker.
Another player from Euro 2020. The Danes went all the way to the semi-finals, losing to England.
It's hard for me to put Arsenal in my fantasy Premier League team, man.
Smith Rowe for Arsenal has the number 10
It was hard.
shirt on his back now. Signed a new contract last month. Also investing heavily in the homegrown player. Here's Granit Xhaka, who had an eventful Euro 2020 as well. So did you, Lee Dixon, in the commentary box.
That boy Ivan Tony playing defense too.
Well, watching football is not really a job, is it? I have to say. It's a pleasure.
Xhaka, who missed the quarter-final defeat on penalties to Spain through suspension. He begins his 6th season.
How you doing, man? Pooh. Say pooh for life.
Maybe launch a counter-attack here. Almost do so. Well read, though, by Marie. And the life of Tierney. And a goal kick.
Fascinatingly, do you think Leeds, with Leeds coming up last season and having that really strong identity and way that they play, do you think that has an impact on a Brentford who have got similar principles that they think, actually, do you know what? We don't have to respect teams and sit back and change our plan. They just seem to want to continue the same pattern as they had in the Championship.
Well, Thomas Frank's already said it, that they're going to play the same way. And they really want to have a go. They don't want to go down by not having a go and playing the Brentford way. And it's taken quite a long time to get here. I think we're going to
Nah, man.
this opportunity. I do see them playing that way. By Christmas time, we'll kind of know
They might
if it's
lose.
working or not. You know, you'll see people start to take shape. Michael in the challenge early on, Brentford, as you would expect, backed by this boisterous crowd. Finished 3rd in the Championship for the 2nd season running, but this time they finally won the playoffs. Finally against Swansea at Wembley. That was 76 days ago. Arsenal finished 8th for the 2nd straight season, so outside the top 4 for a 5th consecutive year. But hope was ignited a little by a season-ending run of 5 wins, and their points tally since Boxing Day was only bettered by Manchester City and Manchester United.
Yeah, a little room there from Balogun. It's got to be a better ball. Can't hit that ball central. 3 centre-backs at the back. Janssen and Pinnock. That's just food and drink for all. You've got to hit it into the channels in between the spaces. between the wide centre back and the full backs and the wing back, should I say?
Uh-oh.
Because if you just hit the ball straight down the middle of the pitch, Johnson will gobble them up.
Come on, Arsenal. Come on.
Playing League One football for Peterborough as recently,
Let's go.
just before the lockdown, March 2019.
Man, show these boys, man. Show these boys why you guys be starting off, man.
Striker to score 30 goals since Glenn Murray for Crystal
No
Palace
striker, Arsenal,
8 years
man.
ago. Made 2 Premier League appearances as a sub for Newcastle back in 2015 and 16. Had 4 loan spells away. Thomas Frank says he's very, very confident as a footballer, but also humble. He has the right values, he says, and is a family guy. When it comes to recruiting players, that is high up on the list. For Brentford, they recruit characters, they use the analytics system, and at the moment they're putting some pressure on Marie. It's an Arsenal throw, but the crowd enjoy the high press.
Yeah, it's a really good press, and again with their system, with the wing backs, if they can grab yards and close down the Arsenal fullbacks, that blocks the path for centre backs to get the ball, an easy ball out to either side, and forces mistake, and it's a coordinated press as well. Every player was on the same page there from a Brentford perspective.
Okay.
Creeping up that touchline towards the halfway line. Mike Dean just comes across as the fourth official, maybe to have a word in his ear. Tony with the leap above Marie. Rescued by Ben White. It goes to Bernd Leno.
This is going, yo. Look at this ball, man. What are you guys doing?
Again, there's a feverish press on from the Bees. It falls here to Emil Smith-Rowe.
Pass the ball. There he is, Zaka. Pass it. Pepe. Cross it in the Pepe. Nice. Smith-Rowe. Watch him. Good cross. Woo! Good cross, man. Good cross.
Good press from Brentford, but that's the danger of pressing so high. If you miss the press, they pass the ball through the lines. Arsenal were away, didn't quite break quickly enough. And in the end, it was an easy catch.
Man, Brentford look comfortable playing out from the back, man. They're doing it better than Arsenal right now. Good cross, Zaka. Good pass. There you go.
Good enough. He had to take a touch. That stopped and allowed Brentford to get back into a little
There
bit
you go. Oh, come on, man, Zaka. Better ball. Better ball.
Got to pass where the player needs it to then act on the next ball. And Dennis Bergkamp was an absolute genius at that. He'd look at the situation, he'd look at you and he'd go, he needs this on his left foot, slightly hit at this pace in order for him to let the ball run across. He'd do all the thinking for you. It's so easy to play with it. And that's the quality that this league produces.
Wow.
Here's Ben White, $70 million signing from Brighton, the fourth most expensive deal in Arsenal's history. 36 starts for Brighton last season. He started all 46 championship games for Leeds on loan the season before. Somebody with a long ball looking for Tierney. And the header by Canos, the right wing back, is a good one back to his fellow Spaniard in goal.
That's good from Canos because Tierney will go all day long.
That's that number 26 I was talking about. Oh, that's the guy I was looking for. Wanted to put him on my fantasy team and for Arsenal. Who's that boy right there? I need to put him on my fantasy team.
Sometimes get caught out. Distance as well between
the see if I could find him on my
centre
fantasy
half is a lot bigger in a 5 than it would be in a 4.
Come on, Arsenal. Shut it down. Look at this.
Towards the penalty area, edge of the 6-yard box, and a decent lead.
Oh, man.
This goes over the crossbar. So the first attacking anger from Brentford.
Yeah, good breakdown on the left-hand side there, Henry. I've been impressed with the games that I've seen him play in the Championship. Nice ball out, wasn't tracked into that space. Bit of a last-ditch tackle an Arsenal defender in the end, and just got enough on it to loop the ball up. And Yeka getting a decent header on it, but not troubling the goalkeeper.
New signing from Midtjylland in Denmark. Matthew Benham is the owner of Brentford. He also owns Midtjylland and said that the negotiation was quite simple in the end for the transfer fee.
What a, oh my gosh, ball, my youth. Woo!
Goal kick. Boy, they look sharp. And Bomo with the effort.
Well, Bomo knows he's not going to get past Murray because the ball didn't have enough pace on it in the end. So he takes it early. He knows he can get his shot away. If he takes another touch, he gets closed down.
Yeah, I think so.
And he just goes, you know what? I'm in the Premier League. I'm going to strike it well as well. It
Good
just
save
sets
by
up a little
Leonard.
bit for him, gets his laces on it. Can't quite wrap his foot around it.
It's an Arsenal throw. You can see just in the bottom right there, Mikel Arteta with his toes on the touchline, furiously waving over to the other side of the pitch. Callum Chambers is at right back tonight. Here's Ben White. Smith Rowe.
Come on, put some of those fast passes, man. You guys are getting shut down, Arsenal. Foul, man. Foul. Get man the ball.
Martinelli, and that's adjudged to be a foul. And Brentford have a free kick inside their own half. Gabriel Martinelli has an Olympic gold medal. He made 3 substitute appearances for the Brazil under-23s. He beat Spain 2-1 in the gold medal match in Yokohama last weekend.
Got caught there by Balogun, didn't he? As he went to the ground. He's got a stray boot.
Dean Smith, former manager here at Brentford. Thomas Frank was on his staff. Smith, the Aston Villa manager. Dealing with life without Jack Grealish, but they've, as we were saying in the pre-game show, they have, it appears, invested that money wisely.
Talking before the game, Lee, weren't we, about how important this match is for Arsenal, given the next 2 fixtures, Chelsea and Man City.
They better win. They better win,
crucial
man.
that they get off to a good start with Lacazette and Aubameyang missing. It's a real test for this sort of makeshift front line.
What a ball. Wait, Smith Rowe, wait. Come on, man. Pass it back. Nice. Oh, nice.
By Arsenal, Pontus Janssen, the captain,
There we
takes
go.
the corner.
Well, Smith Rowe has been trying to get away from Javel and Nordgaard since the game began. He's sort of wandering in and
Nice.
out of that
I
space in
bought it,
between
yo.
them and just wandering off their
A
shoulder
number
as well.
26
I mean,
playing like a
he's
general right now, man.
He's a big threat when he gets into that area.
Boy
of the
gonna
pitch.
score, man.
Janssen said he brought all the knowledge that Bielsa gave him at
Yep.
Leeds United down to Brentford side in the summer of 2019. His corner is a good one. It was a header
Good
just
save,
in front
keeper. Good save.
of the goalkeeper.
Pass it now, Smith Rowe.
But a
Good.
little slow to get out. Here's Granit Xhaka.
I haven't heard what's his name yet, man.
Temporarily at left back. Xhaka again.
All right, Tierney, come on, do something.
Smith Rowe's just dropped into the right back position for the time being. Chambers will trot across again. Here's Sambi. There is Smith Rowe. Got Pepe on his right hand side.
Smith Rowe, you're playing too wide, man. You're playing too wide. Watch your 3 pass, man. Come on, Pepe. Hate the way you play sometimes. You play too slow, man.
Doubling his tally for the season.
Act like you don't see the pass.
Tierney.
Yes. Faster, Arsenal. Pick it up.
Injury free for a majority
Pick
of
it
the
up.
season. Sambi. Xhaka. Tierney again. Good
Middle.
for Arsenal.
You guys are taking too long, man. You guys are itching on the ball. Faster, man. You guys can score if you have to play a little faster, Arsenal. A little faster. There you go, Tierney. Come on, man.
It goes to Marie, who was Mikel Arteta's first signing last June. Smith Rowe.
Oh.
Half matched.
Pepe.
Chambers on his outside. Smith Rowe.
Smith.
Some probing here.
All right, Zaka. Watch it, Tierney. Cross it in now, Tierney. Good cross.
Who's going to fall to the back post? The volley.
Oh.
Callum Chambers set up nicely for him. That was excellent from Arsenal. Yeah, really patient. Good shape by Brentford. They're just a little bit deep. The back line versus their midfield. A couple of spaces that Arsenal were able to exploit. And you see there the talent of Smith Rowe.
Tierney looking good though, man.
Little areas to work in.
My boy Tierney looking good.
Really quick footwork to create chances playing between the lines. Gaka. Smith Rowe running the show at the moment.
I like those.
Martinelli.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Good ball. Good ball. Crafting no Tierney. Woo!
Over. Here's Callum Chambers.
Handball.
Slices his shot. There were
What's the handball?
planes of handball. Both sets of fans of Michael Oliver. He's happy with the goal kick.
Such a great thing when the ball goes out to Tierney. You kind of know what's
He's playing good, man. Tierney playing good right now.
So you can just make your
Yes,
run a
handball.
little bit earlier because you know it's coming in. Try and pick a gap. Nothing more frustrating from midfield players running into the box or forwards that just take too long on the wing. By that time, the defenders can see you run.
Good.
Mike Riley, the head of the
That's a
TGMOL.
good
Good chat with
smack
Mike the
though,
other
man.
day. Apparently no more toenail offsides, James. Let's wait and see.
Let's throw the ball in. Throw the ball in, man. Why y'all guys take so long? Look at that. Just throw the ball in, man.
It was Frank, but they've had one shot on goal, haven't they? I think they've just been a little bit disappointed with the fact they haven't put the back line under a bit more pressure. Certainly using that energy in the first 10 or 15 minutes of this crowd. It's sort of died off a little bit. Now the fans are waiting for something to happen. You've got them at the start of the game, haven't you, Graham? You've got them in the palm of your hand. You've got to use that. As soon as it starts to go a little bit low, then you've got to do something to get them up again.
Yeah, and I think that's trick to Arsenal. They've sort of sucked the energy out of the players, the Brentford players and the fans a little bit by good controlled football in the last 5 minutes or so. Not only does it give them a chance to create something, but it also changes the dynamic of the match slightly. They're imposing themselves a little bit more, and it gives Brentford a chance to sit back and go, okay, first 10 minutes we've used loads of energy, but we haven't really got anything to show for it. Here's Christopher Paya, who was an $18 million signing from Celtic. And 3 Scottish titles in the last 4 years, had the most clearances and interceptions in the SPL last season. Able to spend that amount of money. It's a club that have recouped $150 million in transfer fees in recent years, yet here they are.
Shut him down. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Good clearance, Saka.
Well, if you can just put a little bit more pressure on the back line and force a free kick or a corner, you look at the 3 centre-backs coming up for one of those set pieces, and Tony as well. They could put Arsenal.
You gotta give the ball back to the goalkeeper, man.
Pressure just to force the issue a little bit. What I like about them, their system's giving them a chance, isn't it? You've got Bruno and Tony up front, so 2 players, 3 in midfield.
I wish Partey was playing. He would have did well in this game right here, man.
Play as well. And as I said, I always think in this system the key is
Partey would have benefited from this game today.
Pitch and start getting the service that you're talking about, winning free kicks and what have you. You give yourself a real chance. I think they're set up to be an attack-minded, creative team. They bring the ball back high up the pitch. So we need to flick on.
Corner kick, man.
Corner. Away fans.
There you go. Just look straight at Janssen then, and he just put the calming arms down and said, "Don't take a quick one. Let us all get up there." And they're all walking slowly but purposefully into the box. They know it's coming in. They're all grouping around that penalty area at the moment.
Mike Antonio was a little slow to his feet. He did miss the friendly against Valencia last weekend with a neck problem. He appears to be okay as he approaches the penalty spot. Sergi Canos will take the corner, played in all 49 league games last season. He's a forward by trade, now stationed at right wing back. Right arm raised, in it goes. Marie with a commanding defensive header.
Ooh. Let them play high.
Big man electing not to stay forward, but it's launched towards the edge of the penalty area.
Oh my gosh. That's that they called him for a penalty.
Still with Brentford.
Oh my, I know, man. I told you, man. These boys garbage, man. Oh my gosh, man. Fired this guy, man. Fired him, man. Leno is a bum too, man. Leno is a bum. What's it? Oh, he's gonna beat you right there, Leno. He a bum.
Get a bit tighter. He doesn't. Takes advantage of it through the legs. Near post 1-0. Was that ball out? Adam Chambers' clearance looked like it was very close to the line. Nobody's assistant beneath us hasn't picked up on it, so presume it wasn't. But what a finish!
Leno is a bum, man. He a bum.
But he's happy that the ball wasn't out after the VAR check. So
Frederick Maryland, man.
Brentford with a 1-0 lead in the 23rd minute here.
Leno was a bum, man. I need Nicola Arteta to get fired, man. I need him to get fired.
Caught Leno out slightly. It was a powerful strike, but beating him at the near post there, I think maybe Leno was presuming he was going to aim for that far post as well.
Oh, come on, man. You're a bum, man. Y'all playing too slow, man. Play faster, man. Like when City's playing man, they play fast ball, man. Arsenal playing too slow right now, man. Oh my gosh, man. He got it. He got it though. He got it. He got it. You guys are slap. Oh man. Of course, I say football. I'm from Jamaica.
Stay calm and keep that possession. Look rattled. At the moment, I look a little bit rattled. According to Thomas Frank, and he is.
Yeah, man.
To get back as he demonstrated there against Nicola.
Arsenal getting spanked right now, man.
Well, he has played in the Premier League, believe it or not, Sergi Canos.
Arsenal getting spanked, man.
As a sub for Liverpool at West Brom in May 2016, he joined Liverpool from the Barcelona system.
Playing bad, playing bad, playing bad. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. We just need to pick it up a little bit. Play a little faster, Arsenal. Come on, I know you guys got it in you. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Brentford versus Arsenal right now. 1-0. Arsenal losing. Brentford 1. Arsenal 0.
It's actually him. Look at Canos at the top of your screen.
I ain't worried about it. It's a goal. It's out of bounds.
He didn't get it in the end, but just watch how he just uses that little bit.
Look at that, man. I can't believe he got beaten right there.
The goalkeeper saying near post.
I can't believe.
Ball goes in the net. Anyway, for me, it's the goalkeeper's fault.
Yes.
Doesn't help. Chambers defending there wasn't the best either, to be honest. He didn't try to show him one way, and he stood sort of hesitated as he struck the ball. He didn't try and block it. So he's also
glad I took Tierney off my fantasy team and I would have lost points. Glad I benched him. I don't even know when I'm going to play him. I think I just put him in for a filler.
If you're short and you haven't got the pace to get to the ball,
you've got to close
All
the
right.
space down and restrict. So you look at the player, he wants to go on his right foot.
Disappointed
So I'll
right
stand
now,
on his
man.
right foot and I'll make him go down, not quite there. I'll make him go down the outside. He did neither. He let him come onto his favoured right foot and get the shot away. Been here a while, Sergio Canos, a firm crowd favourite, his 6th season with Brentford. And the blue touch paper here, the community stadium, which is packed to the rafters, capacity around 17,800. And the home fans.
Come on, Arsenal, come on.
The old Griffin Park, which was Brentford's home since 1903.
I think Arteta going to get fired, man. Fire this guy, man. I need him to go. I need him to go.
Conversation with Mike Dean, the 4th official. He says he wants more consistency this season, which will bring us closer to winning football matches. And they've got a mountain to climb here on the opening night.
I need him to get fired. That's what I need.
Got more important things to talk about right now, but at some point during this game, when it dies down a bit, I need to talk about Arsenal's away kit, 3rd kit. Once again, left foot puts it into the penalty area. It's another opportunity. Just on the edge of the penalty area there.
Brentford playing like they've been here before, man. They're playing like they've been here before.
Arsenal are a little bit nervous and have a bit of fear in them, and they're trying to get that second goal, which is a really good sign from a Brentford perspective. Arsenal need to get their composure back. They need to get the ball back down on the floor, find Smith-Rowe picking up some good spaces, and start to really put Brentford under a little bit of pressure, create something.
They need to play a little faster. That's what they need to do. They need to pick it up. Sure. That's what they need to do.
Rise to their feet. It's to celebrate the life of Rob Rowan, Brentford's former technical director, who so sadly passed away at the age of just 28 in 2018. He is a large part of the Brentford story, and you can see an emotional Thomas Frank in his tribute as well. Robert's wife is in attendance. And Suzanne is clearly moved.
Pepe, come on, man. Yo, Arsenal is not playing fast build-up, man. The ball is moving too slow right now, man. See who got that assist and who got that goal right there, man. Cause
David Raya. Arsenal were linked with a move for him last season and started the final 45 league games. Kept a clean sheet in the playoff final, crucially. Oh no, tidy work from him, close to the touchline.
Oh my gosh! He's there, Ivan Toney. Oh, come on, boy.
He's surrounded, but he's through.
Oh my!
How on earth did 2, maybe 3 Arsenal defenders let him get away? And in the end, he was one-on-one, but dragged his shot wide. Great footwork. We were watching them pitch slide in the Walmart. You picked out he was hitting the ball really well, but he just lost his touch there to bring it in on his left foot. Had the audacity to drag it back. Felt the player around him, Marie, moved it away from White, and then he just doesn't quite get a clean contact there with his.
It was a good shot, though, man.
Right foot.
He's looking better than Tony right now, man. He's looking better than Tony right now.
As soon as he gets in the box, you can't touch him. So, you know, you've got to get it right further up the pitch.
Give the page a like. Give the page a like. Come on. What can I? What? Oh, you missed that.
Went to ground. Michael Oliver happy it's just a goal kick. Well, Henry, just watch you come over from that far side. Your job as a fullback, come in and help you send the halves out. It's really good. He throws himself at it. Just about got a bit of the ball, didn't he?
He
Just
did.
There's a
Balogun, that's his name.
close-up of both.
I might put that boy on my fantasy team right there.
And Arsenal's new third jersey, which
Balogun.
clearly admiring.
I was talking to the kit man before the game, and he was saying, "Well, we're in the third shirt tonight, but we're not in the right
Balogun,
socks."
that's his
Because
name.
the FA, the Premier League, sorry, have complained.
I think our boy's playing good right now.
Here. Playing between the lines very skillfully indeed.
I mean, Brentford's a little slappy on the ball, though, but
Nerving opening 5 minutes. Since then, they've gone toe-to-toe with the Gunners. And they lead by a goal to nil.
boy,
They've
Balogun
looked
right
even
there. I
more
like him. I
comfortable
like
since
him. I might
More
put him on my
confident,
team.
more belief. More positive with their runs as well. Midfielders running higher there, making a run forward. Higher again. How's the goal scorer? Oh no.
Tierney playing class ball right now, man. Tierney's playing class.
Olays have started for the home side. Oh, premature for that. Aya. The Jamaica international. Low block for Arsenal. Patience from Brentford. Marie's header. Martinelli picks up the loose ball. There are options here. Balogun was clean through, but he's
Man. It was kind of offside, though.
Nicola Pepe against Rico Henry. The shot not in the field on that one. But it was a decent counter attack.
Oh, my gosh.
Towards Martinelli, who was in a great position in between the defenders.
Well, that's his job on that right-hand side. Cutting on his left foot, produce shots, crosses. Over the last year or so, we haven't seen enough of that from Pepe, and he's one of those players really frustrating at times to watch. Really brilliant as well. He can be. It's a consistency thing with him. Me and Graham have seen a million players come and go like
Oh,
him.
my God. What kind of... Oh, he's not running. He's not running. He's not running, Tony.
Without that consistency, he's just one of those players that comes in and out. We need more from him, especially with that price tag that he's had.
Toby now part of the press here for Brentford. Harry forced back to Leno. He wins the header, but it falls here to Smith.
Watch Pepper, man. Come on, come on, come on. Faster. Build up faster, faster. Smith Rowe. Come on, Pepper. You always want to do too much, man. You always do too much. Pass the ball.
Centre half and wing back doubled up. Pinnock and Henry.
You do too much, Pepe.
Because that's when he is dangerous, as you said, Lee. He's got that ability to cut in and get himself away from a fullback, open the shot up or the cross. He does that well, but doubled up. As soon as you're doubled up, make a pass. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, he do too much, man.
Two players towards him. That means there's a free player somewhere on the pitch. Where are you going to pass it now? But one thing in his mind, I'm going to take the player on.
Yeah, man.
He still tries to take the player on. It's just knowing your game, knowing the game.
Boy, do way too much, man. Pass the ball, son.
Tussle with Marie. Very physical battle between those two. Here's Ben White. He's attempted to tempt Brighton into selling with 3 bids in excess of £20 million after his 1-year loan. Brighton got considerably more after a season in their first team from Arsenal.
Looking at it from an Arsenal perspective, Lee, Smith Rowe and Martinelli are the outballs all the time because Brentford's back three, they're not confident enough to step into those midfield players. They're much happier just keeping that deeper block when they're unsure. Smith Rowe and Martinelli, creative players in dangerous areas, getting the ball.
I need to play a little faster, man.
Is White.
Chambers.
Y'all playing too slow, Arsenal. Y'all playing like y'all haven't been here before, man.
Brentford all the way back to the goalkeeper Leno. Has options.
It's gonna be a goal, man. Look at this. Look at the ball. Look at this. Look at what I'm talking about, man. Look.
I think Xhaka there thought he got his move to Roma. He was playing in Italian football. You cannot have that amount of time on the edge of your box without getting closed down in the Premier League.
Better from him to find Sambi. Now here's Tierney having a go at Canos. And that's what Rankin did his defensive work well.
So really interesting contest between those
The
two.
game playing is too slow, man. Arsenal, the game playing is too slow. Shoot. Not bad, not bad, not bad.
Confidence.
Not bad.
For that top right-hand corner.
Not bad.
Made 6 senior appearances last season, 5 in the Europa League. Following Balogun, 20 years of age, played in the League Cup as well. And as we mentioned before the game, he was subject of a reported bid from Brentford in last summer's transfer window. Here he is with his big chance for the Gunners in the Premier League in the absence of Alexander Lacazette and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, both missing the game through injury. He qualifies for Gareth Southgate's England. Took the Three Lions to the final of Euro 2020. Not sure whether you heard about that. I haven't watched the final yet. I'm waiting to watch it on DVR. How did it go?
Well, I won't spoil
Yeah,
the
Saka
ending
need
for
to
you.
be on the bench, man.
Saka has received
The
the support of the football world. Missed the, had the decisive penalty saved by Donnarumma. Big ass for a 19-year-old in that situation.
Yeah.
Here's Xhaka. Making a good run down the middle, but he's
Foul.
off the ball by Iron.
Shows you as a defender, you don't always have to put a tackle in. You can just be the right place at the right time, using your body, blocking paths of runs. You don't have to get out of the way of a player who's making a run.
Bono. Out wide to Rico Henry. Cross towards the back post, and Bono was there, so to Pablo Mari. That's a great ball that by Henry.
Again, when you've got two strikers in the box, you've got no doubt what you're going to do when you get it in a wide area on the post is get it in there, and Bono not quite been able to make up the ground. It was him who started the move on this right-hand side, couldn't quite make up the space, which was a delightful ball into that 6-yard area. He also had a couple of midfield players in the box, Graham, showing the intent of the team. Any chance the ball goes wide, they just flood the box with players.
21 players within 5 yards of Arsenal's penalty area here. The long throw goes in. It's Callum Chambers who wins the header.
All right, Balogun. I like the way you're playing.
They sprint back into position.
I like the way you're playing, man. Keep the pressure.
And the front says we want to attack the Premier League. We're aiming as high as possible. As we have a remarkable story. It's about strategy, alignment, and also being unbelievably brave. Ball out to Nicola Pepe, hits him in stride. Pepe checks back. Sambi. Xhaka. Just a little clue as to what Ben White is capable of with the ball at his feet. Here's Tierney.
It's shutting that boy Tierney down, man. Good save, keeper. That's all Leno need to play. We need a goalkeeper like that, cause Leno is a bum, man.
Excellent work there by Tierney. Getting himself away from Canas on Brentford's right-hand side. Really good ball into the penalty area as well.
And if you've got a centre-back who can ping the ball like that 50, 60 yards diagonally, it does not help everybody out, doesn't it? Your back line turns their midfield around, stretches their back four or back five towards their own goal. If you can pinpoint that to possession like you did then to Pepe, absolute gold dust.
Yep. Rarely do you see it from Arsenal, though, do you? That back to front ball. And again, as you said before, against the back three, you've got the space between your left side centre half and that.
It's about to be half time, man.
Pepe holds his line, gets in between the two players.
Arsenal playing like a bum right now, man.
Penetrative pass that he can get on the end of, and then it's up to him to make something happen.
They're not moving the ball fast enough for me.
Free kick to Arsenal.
Ball is not getting moved fast enough. It's a slow pace Arsenal team. This
to his left as Sambi cost $26 million from Anderlecht in Belgian football.
Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe. In the end, nicely dealt with Ethan Pinnock.
Norgard and Janelt are doing a really good job just in front of that three centre-backs, just squeezing that space. As you said, Graham, Martinelli and Smith Rowe are trying to get the ball. As they come short, they're just running into that area that the midfield players are picking them up. And if they stay up, the centre-halves are threatening to come in, but not necessarily coming in until the ball's played.
So the final 2 minutes. A lively first half here in the Premier League opener. Tony, by Chambers.
Look at it. Look how fast they playing ball. Look how fast they playing ball. Look how fast they playing ball, man. You guys are kidding me, man.
Italy, almost on the end of it. Lovely football, this.
Yo, Brentford playing ball. Oh my gosh. Look at the class.
Back four and then ball in from Tony. But what I like about Brentford is they're close together, the players. They can pop the ball around. They're moving it so quickly, it doesn't allow Arsenal to reset their position. They're having to watch it all happening without being able to do an awful lot about it.
For Mikel Arteta, it's not necessarily a case, is it, of reading the riot act at half-time, but what needs to improve?
Apart from everything.
Everything, man.
They had a huge amount of possession first 20 minutes. Didn't necessarily do an awful lot with it. That's credit to Brentford. They've set up the team really organised way. The closing down has been good. They haven't got. When you look at Arsenal's midfield, it's that, it's that light the game up pass that they're just missing. The ball goes to Xhaka. Sambi looks like a neat and tidy player, but he's not going to open you up. And I think just that lack of creativity in that midfield area.
They're not playing fast enough, man.
He's just missing at the moment, Arsenal.
They're not playing fast enough. They're playing too slow.
Going to stoppage time, which will be 1 minute, brought to you by Lexus. Arsenal do in that 60 seconds. Pepe, Smith Rowe. He's making a really good run towards the corner of the 6-yard box. Here he is. Back again to Pepe. Left-footed effort. It's an excellent sliding block by Pinnock.
Foul, man.
And Brentford have a free kick which should see out this first half. They've really got to find a way, Arsenal, I think, of getting closer together. As I was just saying about Brentford, you've got Smith Rowe, Martinelli, Pepe. They need to be able to work in little triangles. They've got quality. They need to find a quick 1-2 pass to get themselves a good, clear sight on goal. Difficult against the back three, but surely they've got the tools to be able to do it. Their quality. Pinnock was playing, I think it's the 7th tier with Dulwich Hamlet as recently as 2016. And here he is, the biggest stage of all, the Premier League. Mark Oliver blows his whistle. Thomas Frank, delighted, I'm sure, with the way the first half has gone. As are these Brentford fans. Sergi Canos with his first and Brentford's first Premier League goal. Their first top-flight goal in 74 years. The London derby at half-time.
I don't know, man.
Of the Bees, Rebecca and the Robbies will be next. Brentford 1, Arsenal 0 on opening night.
I don't know. I'm back. I don't know.
With the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can earn 3% cash back on online shopping, making the essentials even more rewarding.
The WM Phoenix Open Golf Tournament is one of the largest spectator events in North America. It's also a zero-waste event, which means everything thrown away by the hundreds of thousands of people at the tournament is repurposed. In 2020, WM diverted 988 tons of material and kept 421 metric tons of greenhouse gases out of the atmosphere. See how zero waste is one of the many ways WM is always working for a sustainable tomorrow at WM.com/stories.
Here we go. Time to shine.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you guys seeing this?
I'll take it from here.
Yeah, what was that?
Was that magic? Because it looked like magic.
It can't be magic.
Nah, well, maybe a little bit.
In-Garage Delivery has arrived, and it's free for Prime members. Get started today at Amazon.com.
I just went to go get a pen, man. I gotta write down some reviews, man.
Welcome to Advance Auto Parts.
I don't know.
The best way to experience something in life is for yourself. And Firestone tires were built for getting out there, for 3-day weekends, and for testing the waters. Try Firestone tires for 90 days. Not fully satisfied, we'll refund or replace. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Remember how it sounds when a goal goes in?
Yeah, man. Right now, man, I'm just writing some what I see from the Arsenal game. Leno need to go. Balogun is doing very well up there as a striker position. We don't play fast enough. We don't play like we can score a lot of goals, man. I think we only play for we play for only scoring one goal. That's what we play for. To only win the game by 1-0. That's all we play for. No, that's all Arsenal play for. Let's just get one goal. That's it. That's all we need is one goal. One goal win match. It's not the creativity. It's just the urgency, man. No urgency right now. It's sloppy. Brentford played from the back better, man. Look at that, look. I don't know. Oh, Brent. Oh, Leno didn't stop that goal.
About Thomas Frank's words this week that they're going to be positive.
Yeah.
They've been true to his word, but how brave have they been?
Absolutely. I mean, I think
they're not playing nobody.
The energy in the place was always going to drive the team forward, plus the manager's philosophy. And they got their just rewards. And I thought they got stronger as the game went on. I thought the first 15 minutes, Arsenal actually did okay. Guys mentioned it in commentary that they kind of didn't quiet it down, but they possessed the ball pretty well. But then when Brentford scored, Rob, they seemed to get better. Arsenal had to drop behind the ball. A lot of young players we talked about for Arsenal up front that haven't really affected the game. They're got to grow up pretty quickly because this is a real tough game for them.
I thought Brentford were really nice and compact, Rebecca, whether they went forward, whether they went back. And the boys talked about it in commentary. So when you've got the ball and you're compact, you've got lots of passes on. When you haven't got the ball and somebody triggers, you can go and press. And they did that really well against Arsenal as well. From Arsenal's point of view, they've had plenty of possession, I think 67% possession, but not really look like they've got the ball into Smith Rowe, into Martinelli, into Pepe in areas where they can hurt. So they've got to be better on the ball, not just having possession and not really going anywhere.
The onus is on Arsenal second half because Arteta does not want to start the season with a defeat at a newly.
He is going to lose.
A bit more energy from his side.
Yes.
The phrase that I say a lot.
There's no urgency, man.
That's a pretty hot atmosphere. Come on, I know they're young players. I know it's the first game of the season. I know the experienced players are out, but a little bit more passion in their play would be good too.
Really good first 45 minutes. The Premier League is certainly back, and Brentford under the Danish manager Thomas Frank already a breath of fresh air. Although I'm not sure Mikel Arteta would agree. The onus is on the Gunners in the second half. It's 1-0 to Brentford.
Verizon launched the first 5.
September 24th to 26th on NBC.
I don't care if the ball was in or out, man. Come on, man. We need to play with a little bit more urgency. I mean, Mikel Arteta need to go. He's not a coach. He's not a coach. He don't know the coach. He don't know the coach right now, man. Balogun looking good up top. I like him. Think we need to start him more often. Smith Rowe's going too wide. I think you need to stay more central. Yeah, man, he's going way too wide. Pepe's doing way too much. Pepe is doing way too much, man. It's pathetic, man. Hate the way you play sometimes. You need to speed it up. You need to play a little faster. He's not doing it.
Man United leads, but we're on at 7 tomorrow morning. 5 games to choose from 10 on NBCSN, USA Network, or Peacock. Norwich and Liverpool is at 12:30 on NBC. That's how Saturday looks. Sunday, the cameras will all be trained on Harry Kane. Most likely to start, maybe as a substitute for Spurs after his late return to training against the team that wants to buy him. That's Manchester City. Kick-off at 11:30. Newcastle West Ham's at 9. We're on air Sunday morning. Also at 7. That's how your weekend is looking.
The Premier League on NBC is brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
If there's ever a summer to get away,
This is Peacock. What? It's streaming.
Let's see what you got.
Live sports.
This should be good.
Exclusive shows.
Very exclusive.
And exclusive originals. Let's go. It's One Chicago, Fast Five, and the Harry Potter film series. All in. It's Modern Family, main event, brand new movies, and much, much more. This place is freaking awesome. That's right, you can't not watch. Streaming now.
September 24th to 26th on NBC, Golf, and Peacock.
Dr. Dunch needs to be stopped.
He named 24 victims and got away with it.
The system is broken.
I'm gonna fix you. This is the FedEx Cup playoffs. Where history
Call him fall
will
Teta. Not even
And the
hard
thing
Teta.
about
He just
history
fall Teta.
is
You
no
see?
one can unwrite it.
For fail Teta. The man need for fall,
This
man
is
need
the
for
chance
drop
to
him.
make a name and etch it in silver next to the greatest. This will be the hardest test of them all. 3 stops to write history, but 1 chance to make it. The FedEx.
Yeah, I was just taking a break, man. Taking a break from this game right here. Poor. Very poor right now. I don't know what to. I don't even know what to say. Arsenal, man. Arsenal. Game about to start. About to kick off the second half. What a game.
Well, it's a rather grim-faced Mikel Arteta who has sent his Gunners out first. And we await the arrival of the home side, who lead by 1-0. It's only the 11th league meeting between the sides in the history of English football. The previous 10 were all in the top flight between 1935 and 1947. I wonder what the message from a clearly unimpressed Mikel Arteta was. That's the scene in the tunnel as David Raya brings his side.
Boy, need to get fired, man.
The field.
Need to fire them.
His last win.
Fire.
September
Call them on. Fall, Arteta, fall.
Jerry McAloon with the winning goal. How many Macaloons have you heard of in the Premier League of late? But their 74-year absence from the top flight, mainly spent in the third tier, 44 seasons. They spent 15 seasons in the second tier, 15 in the fourth tier. And here they are again with a 1-0 lead at half-time against the mighty Arsenal, courtesy of that man, Sergi Canos. So, gentlemen, what are we expecting in the second 45 minutes here on opening night?
Well, I think Brentford have had a fantastic first half. Got their first goal and look stronger for it. Can they maintain the positive nature of their play? I think they can. I think it's what this man does. I think he sows those seeds of confidence and belief in his system. It's well tried and tested, isn't it, Lee? So I think it's going to be game on for Arsenal, trying to break them down.
Well, I think if you look at how the first half panned out, Arsenal didn't really pass through Brentford and they didn't hit them on the break. They had a lot of possession but couldn't break them down. So change your game plan. Just draw them onto you a little bit. Let them have the ball and come onto you and then hit them on the break with your pace. Try that. See how that goes. Because in the first half, nothing really came off for them going forward.
Brentford have a throw. Robbie's in the studio saying about fighting fire with fire, and I think that how I see it from here is it's just energy levels. Brentford's energy and effort is far higher than Arsenal's.
Yes.
In that first half, unless you match them.
No urgency right now. No energy in the game.
Ethan
This is poor.
On cap for Jamaica. Now wind up once he's.
I wanted to put that boy on my team too, man. That defender looks good right
distance on that throw. The heads go up. It's well defended by Arsenal.
No, it's not. Look.
The best. Stamp the ball towards goal, straight to Bert Leno. Here's here to Balogun. Straight into Onyeka. He continues his run down the right-hand side, but the ball is out of play.
He had a good first half. Onyeka, really tidy, disciplined performance. Knows when to break forwards and join in the attack, but also knows when to hold his ground and be that insurance policy as the wing-backs fly forwards.
That's not a good start, is it? 14 times losing at half-time under Arteta, and they haven't won one yet, Arsenal, so there's something to go against the record books if they're going to get 3 points here.
4 draws, 10 defeats.
Boys, look at this.
Too much of that to Henry.
We playing like we the promoted team.
Gives the throw the other way.
Yeah, we play like we the promoted team, and Brentford been here for a while.
Smith Rowe takes the ball.
You're playing too wide, Smith Rowe. You're playing too wide, man.
There's the debutant Sambi.
Watch the ball, man.
With his left foot, but he brings Journey into the play, drills it across, Raya down, and gathers first time.
Watching Raya in the warm-up, and what a pair of hands he's got, by the way. Everything seems to stick. Racing point, not a difficult one for him, but he looks assured, doesn't he? He doesn't look like he's going to make a mistake. It's the commentator's curse, hopefully. It goes 1-1, and then we get a thriller.
Oh my gosh, boy. If we would have back passed that man to Tony, we would have been in trouble.
You're the one man in the ground in a no-lose situation. You've got season tickets for both teams.
Could only get one for Brentford, though. 2 at Arsenal, 1 for Brentford. I have to go on my own.
Nice ball, man.
Difficult for you.
I'll set them up, you up and down.
There's Tierney. Dropped over there by Canos. Cross with the header. Falls to Xhaka, and here's Marie. Smith Rowe. And Nicola Tete. And here at Rico Henry. And Toby is back and earns his side a free kick. Saying before the game, I thought it would be Brentford that would struggle stepping up with the pace and the speed of.
They don't got any.
It's Arsenal who's struggling.
Yeah, they don't got any pace, man. They don't got any pace right now.
On the ball as well, maybe poor communication. Sure, or just not thinking quickly enough. They need to really step their game up.
Yeah, man. There's no urgency in the game. They're not playing fast enough. If City playing somebody like this, they move on the ball.
Choice perhaps at centre forward. The absence of Lucas Edward Bamian, he's out as well. Saka is on the bench. Had an extended break for his exertions with England. Quite a few defenders on the Arsenal bench. Nicola Pepe. Out to the right, looking for Smith Rowe.
I don't know why you guys switch position, man.
Attempted clearance by Rico Henry. Cannons off Smith Rowe. Fault here to Pepe. Smith Rowe.
You're playing too wide for me.
Zambi. Decent surge. And had Martinelli ahead of him. Just look at the pace that Martinelli's quick, Balogun's quick, Pepe's quick when he gets the ball at his feet and runs. He's got some pace in the side, but Brentford, to be fair to them, have just given nothing to run into. Their line has been absolutely superb. So everything's to feet and in front of them.
Good. Watch him. Watch him. Shoot it, come on.
Good save by Ryan. Best moment of the game so far for the Gunners. He was allowed to wander into the penalty area, Smith Rowe, after that sensational turn for the Spanish goalkeeper, equal to the tap.
That's that space I was talking about. All first
good turn, yo. Smith Rowe playing good, man. You need to stay more central. Oh, he didn't even shoot it.
There's a gap that appears to Brentford players a little bit late reacting, but as he strikes it, he just leans back slightly. If he keeps that on the floor, I think he scores. That height is really comfortable for Raya.
Scored his first Premier League goals right at the end of last season against West Brom at home, and then the winner at Chelsea, Emil Smith Rowe.
Both Pinnock and Janssen just getting a little bit caught out. The most important thing is the man with the ball.
Okay, there's a decent idea towards
Martinelli in the penalty area. I'm saying. Smith Rowe needs to stay more central, man. We don't play like we can score a lot of goals, man.
Forward for Tony.
Watch it. Jeez, that's big, man. What a put down, man.
He was backing off, and Bono still. Ross. Tied it up by Rico Henry, who made the PFA Championship Team of the Year last season, despite suffering a hamstring injury in February and missing the rest of the season. His first start since February the 20th at Coventry City when he suffered that injury. One of the best defenders in English football, says Thomas Frank. Wing back for Brentford. Henry.
Tony, as he bundled over by Ben White. Yes, says referee Michael Oliver. And Arteta furious with the decision. He grabs a water bottle. Tony might need some attention on that left leg.
Really good work that by Tony. Because the ball out initially to Henry was a little bit short from the goalkeeper, but he does well, protects the ball, forces the foul, and I think you just see White just come down on his knee a little bit there. Completely accidentally, but catches him nonetheless. I like the shape lead for Brentford, because they've effectively got two up front, haven't they? Always an outlet.
Leads out to Bukayo Saka.
It's not going to make a difference.
I imagine it's likely we'll see him at some point. Pinnock. He uses his strength again, trying to chest it down to Henry. He was well read though by Callum Chambers. My colleagues at Sky, following Balogun, has had the fewest touches in the match so far, just 13. Pontus Jansson next on 19. Lead by Pepe. Morgan did well to find Rico Henry. Pepe back defending well. We had to go the other way. Finishing tackle by Janelt.
Pepe.
Lovely first touch.
Look at Martinelli, man.
Help arriving from Kieran Tierney. He'll try and get to the byline, stands it up to the back post. It's just over Emile Smith-Rowe. Still with Arsenal, though.
He's playing too wide, man.
Sambi. Smith-Rowe's continued his run. He was pinballing around off defenders. And it's out of play off the boots of Callum Chambers. Good movement, though. The elusiveness by Emile Smith-Rowe.
Yeah, me and Graham both looked at each other then. Great run from Smith-Rowe, the little 1-2. And just here, a little nudge there from Henry.
Fair?
Yeah, just. That's what I'm saying. We both went, oh, that was close.
Because it was in the back. I think if he goes down, there's every chance that's a penalty, because it's a bit too blatant. That little nudge. But he stayed on his feet.
Saka getting ready.
Poor pre-season Arsenal, but I'm not always looking at results when it comes to teams. Once the season starts, that's when you make the judgments. We had a good end to certainly second half of last season from Boxing Day onwards. We're kind of one of the form teams, but this will be a really big blow if it stays like this. Bearing in mind, I said before, the games that we've got to come in the next 2 or 3 games.
2 title favourites. Next, Chelsea at Manchester City.
Nowhere to go yet now.
It's Pepe.
Why is Smith-Rowe so wide, man?
Tierney. Field out to the left-hand side. They, the penalty area, trying to get the ball under control with his chest, or even to find a teammate. Balogun. Still with Arsenal. Alan Chambers. Pepe. Nicola Pepe for Arsenal just runs out of room, and he was eased off it by Rico Henry.
That's fantastic defending by him. We saw him come all the way from left wing back to centre half in the first half and just about getting off on the ball there. His tenacity really and his energy really got him out of
danger. Stupid?
Really good work by the wing back for Brentford.
Well, Balogun's Premier League debut is over, and here comes Bukayo Saka. And unfortunately, I heard some balls a few moments ago, but they are dry now, and that is fabulous. Brentford fans on their feet to applaud Bukayo Saka onto the field. Lee, you were at the Euro final when he missed the penalty. Italy won the title. Could you believe it when he stepped up at 19 to take the crucial pen?
Yeah, I could believe it because he got asked by Gareth. I think there's a few senior players for England who could have stepped in front of him and said, no, I'll take care of this. They should remain nameless. But he's, you can see him asking him and say, yeah, I'll take one. And that's the type of lad he is. I felt for him though. I think we all could have cried at the end for him. But he'll get stronger from it. He's that type of character. Pretty sure of that.
It's a lovely first touch, by the way, from Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho, who also failed to convert from the spot, and White sweeping up. But that's a great reaction by the Brentford fans.
Yeah, fantastic, absolutely fantastic to see that. And he's got a massive job on his hands now. Such a charismatic player, creative player, makes things happen, high energy. He's got to inject some life into this Arsenal side.
Smith Rowe. Here's Pepe. Help from Jan Els as well. And Sambi, left-footed effort, straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. Any little touch and deviation of the defender, that could have been trouble.
I think this move might suit Martinelli. I think he prefers to play in that central role. If he can just get a run on one of the centre-backs, that's his strength. He's got that pace to run into the channels. Injury. So
It's one of the worst kicks I've ever seen from a goalkeeper, Lee. Sorry to interrupt you. He tried to kick it out, and then kicking it straight to Kieran Tierney.
The opposite of you. You tried to kick it in, and you kept kicking it out.
Looks like it might be serious enough for Brentford to make a substitution here. Christopher Ayer, the Norwegian. He said, playing in the Premier League, something from Celtic, is something I've dreamed about since I started playing football. Here he is on his debut. He's an hour in. He's explaining his situation to the trainer. Maybe he's going to be okay. Let's take a look. Right leg is the issue after the challenge with Tierney.
I don't know what was that. He kicked Tony. He kicked Tierney, so I understand what's going on right there.
Good is a potential replacement. Centre back. That's Sorensen as well. Christopher Ayer comes back onto the field. See if the potion helps.
Graham, one stat I saw as I was looking at some stuff for this game was that Arsenal were bottom of the tackles made last season. Second from bottom with Man City, who won the league, but they have the ball 70% of the time.
It's like two different, very different regions.
Yeah, exactly. And you just look at that and go, what is that all about? Is that getting the ability to get close to players, to put the tackles in, or just not making the tackles? There's, fight, belief. It's certainly something I think that needs to be rectified.
Absolutely. I think it's about getting close to people in numbers as well, because we've both played in teams that have pressed well, but when you're not pressing well, you just sometimes just arrive a little bit late, or you're not quite as think a bit too much when you go in, and therefore you don't make the challenge. It needs to be seamless. It's the same when you've got the ball. Everything needs to flow. Defending as a team needs to happen really naturally, and that's just belief. As soon as you start seeing players standing off and not making tackles, that then infects the whole team, I think. And they look like that. They look like a passive team, Arsenal, don't they?
Ari has taken a whack to the face. Temporarily down to 10 men. Pepe. to Granit Xhaka will be the man that will just fill in until Marie comes back on the field, which he now is. Close down. Almost did excellently. So too has Ben White. He finds his England colleague Saka. Now it's Scotland's Kieran Tierney. Smith.
Watch him.
Available out wide.
Yeah, that's too long.
Back to front from Arsenal.
That's too long.
His left foot. Sambi, surrounded by red and white stripes. Tierney with the effort. And it wasn't far wide. He's taken a deflection. It's the corner. That was a sensational counter-attack by Arsenal.
Well, they're all appealing. Brentford players with a handball just about here. Came off his knee by the look of it.
Well, Ben White looked to be in some trouble there, under pressure in his own penalty area. What followed was a very smooth bit of football by the Gunners, and they've got a corner here. We will take it. To the near post, Martinelli.
Oh, nice shot, Martinelli.
Flashes across goal. The corner flag can almost stay in.
Just want someone blocking that in, don't you? If you've got a near post runner, chances are he's going to get a little flick on it somewhere. Someone's just got to read that and end up just pulling off that far post and almost waiting for the ball. No one took a chance. No, like 5 times out of 10 it won't come to you, but just the odd time it will pop up that far post and you've got an absolute tapping.
Arsenal have outshot Brentford. 11-5. They've had 3 on target to Brentford's 1. Good. The shot went in. Hence the scoreline on the top left-hand corner of your screens. And we have 25 minutes remaining. Janel, the German, runs into Smith Rowe, wins the ball back. Plays it between the lines of Bomo. Here come the Bees.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Here at Tierney. Canos on his right foot takes the shot. Blocked by Leno.
Good save, Leno.
Lingard wins it back for the home side. Nico Henry. Pinnock. Francis Janssen. He had ankle surgery in January. Returned in time to play all 3 playoff games. Janelt. Chance here. And
that's a goal.
What a save by Leno. That was arrowing towards the corner. It stays 1-0. That's lovely football by Brentford.
That boy's playing way better than Tony right now.
And again, the advantage of
the offside. Oh no, yeah, that boy kid.
Might just be offside there.
Yeah.
Strike is excellent. Left foot low. Leno does really well. Gets down quickly. Great footwork.
Yo, Tony's in the game,
himself up to make the save.
Saka for Arsenal. It's compelling viewing here under the Friday night lights in West London. Brentford's return to the big time after 74 years. The mighty Arsenal, the visitors.
Mighty.
Saka finds Tierney. Sliding challenge, which is a little risky.
Passing her.
Chance here for Callum Chambers. Blocked brilliantly by Pinnock, who's thrown himself in front of absolutely everything the Jamaican at the back. Xhaka. Here's Chambers. Change about to be made by Mikel Arteta. Reece Nelson is getting prepared. Be flicked by
substitutions them are dumb.
Brentford have handled the Pepe problem pretty well so far.
Yeah, man.
Really been able to isolate one defender on the right-hand side. Here's Smith Rowe again. Cross, nobody at home. Tierney had stayed back this time. Switching ball forward. Headed by Ben White. Sounding. The Belgian squad before the Euros. Didn't make the final Euro squad. Now, snapped up. Still going. The penalty area towards the byline. Loco can bring the ball clear. It's an excellent challenge. Xhaka. Went backwards when there was a counter-attacking possibility.
Pass the ball.
By Smith Rowe. And the fullback wasn't far away from Martinelli. Pepe. Chambers stands it up to the back post. Might fall here to Granit Xhaka. Well, that stayed hit. Well, his reaction, it wasn't far away.
Well, there's one player you wanted to fall to with his left foot because he's got a hammer. Absolutely rips it, just leaning back a tad. And he was close. A lot of spin on that ball as it's coming to him as well, which makes it even more complicated to strike. Brentford need to retain the ball a little bit better when they win it back. Need to secure it, get support from players and take a little bit of pressure off it. If it gets scrappy and they get deep, it goes into Arsenal's hands a little bit. So a change for each side. Reece Nelson comes on for Martinelli and Mads Sorensen comes onto the field. And it appears that Christopher Ayer, but it was ailing him after that challenge with Kieran Tierney a few moments ago. He's made way for Denmark's Mads Sorensen, an under-21 Danish international, a regular in the side last season. It was the end of the season 3 injury, but here he is now in the Premier League. "20 minutes remaining. Smith Rowe. Lovely footwork. Tierney motoring up on the left-hand side. Rolls it into his tap beautifully. There's the cutback. Here is Reece Nelson, first touch.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, man? It's bad, man. The little switch between
Shielding the ball well.
between Smith Rowe and Pepe right now is bad, man. It's bad, man. They switches is bad, man.
So he's Thomas Frank.
He's doing that the whole of the semi-final in the championship, telling the referee how much time and his massive big watch on his wrist. He's certainly an animated coach.
So Brentford have probably got 100 fans outside of West London, most of them being his family in Denmark. Bomo. Solidly challenged by Callum Chambers.
Oh, but that's good work. Just relieves the pressure. Started to pin it, didn't it? Down this left-hand side. When this team are throwing, they've worked up the pitch. They just need to suck in a bit of oxygen at the moment, and they can get to 80, 85 minutes. They'll really fancy themselves to hang on to the 3 points.
Of course, there are 70-odd new Brentford fans in Brentford, South Dakota, aren't there, that must be enjoying this so far. Sorensen with the throw. To the near post, it's allowed to pass! 2-0! No goal! Brentford are stunning Arsenal on the opening night to the Premier League season. Welcome back to the big time for the Bees.
Well, there's a stream of Arsenal fans walking out on the far side. The set piece works a treat. The big long throw, cannot let it bounce, got to attack the ball. Goalkeeper gets pinned. And then he's behind the goal even. Behind the goal line when the header comes in. The mistake is from the first initial header. Have to win it. And Tony just gets a little flick on it, I think, and Norgard comes in. He knows there's going to be something happening at that far post. There might be a little bit of a foul on Leno there, but you see the hand just pinning him back, but out jumped again.
They've got to deal with that first
Absolutely.
header. Murray and Chambers, you sandwich the player, Tony. One in front, don't let him jump. One behind, if anything's a bit longer, wins it. You can't lose that first header. It's awful defending, I think, from an Arsenal perspective. And again, we spoke about the urgency that Brentford showed.
man.
That's demonstrated, I think, in determination. Who wanted to win that and get the goal.
First
So
goal
I took him on my
September
team.
2020. For Denmark's Christian Norgard, who made those 5 appearances off the bench for Denmark in Euro 2020. What a story we have on the opening night. There was something in the air. Ben White. Baptism of fire for the former Brighton man at the heart of that Arsenal defence. More lovely skill from Smith Rowe, draws the foul from Norgard.
Interesting. Get Tim Howard's opinion on that. I always think when the ball's going that close to your goal, goalkeeper just come. He's got that much more height. I know he got pinned, but you've got to be stronger than that. Just come, punch, do something. Because if you lose the first header, you might as well take the goalkeeper and sit him up here with us.
Smith Rowe, Tierney. That was a wonderful combination between those two. The inquest has begun in the away end.
It's decent football again. Smith Rowe, he's been one of the very few bright lights of this Arsenal performance. Good footwork.
He playing too wide though, man. He play bad when he go wide. He need to play more central. The wideness is killing him. Him and Pepe is switching too much. You need to have the right back overlapping, not Smith Rowe, man. Smith Rowe need to stay central, man, if you're going to play number 10.
Xhaka. Bukayo Saka, once again, Tierney available on that left-hand side, as he always seems to be. That was a very rash challenge by Onyeka and Michael Oliver. Allowed play to go on momentarily, but I think he's going to produce a card here, is he? No, it's the spray to start with. Onyeka might be a little fortunate to get away with that.
He is very fortunate. Flies into this tackle, but that's not a yellow card. That's a ridiculous decision, that.
And Onyeka gets away with one. Remember in League One a few years ago when Brentford had a penalty to get promoted against Doncaster, hit the post. Doncaster went the other end and scored, and they got promoted instead. Michael Oliver was in charge of that game 8 years ago. Smith Rowe over it, so to Pepe. Pepe will curl it. And Raya wasn't particularly concerned.
Pepe need to settle down, man.
You know,
He needs to settle down, man.
Sitting in my seat, and his brother lives in LA and watches all the games on the TV, Oscar Thompson. And the last thing he said to me before the game was, "We could go top of the Premier League tonight." How true that could be.
Time of year when the league table will be printed off, laminated, and placed onto bedroom walls on a weekly basis. But there's still time. They need to see this out, Brentford. Hans Bidstrup is going to come on in a few moments. Another Dane for Brentford. The owner of the football club Matthew Benham is a physics graduate at Oxford University, and he's heavily into analytics. Billy Bean's legacy alive and well in West London. Sporting director Rasmus Ankersen met at Midtjylland, the Danish club, and he says data doesn't tell you who to pick, it tells you where to look. Midtjylland won their first Danish title with this system. In 2015, they beat Manchester United the following season as well. Here at Brentford, having raised $150 million by selling their quote-unquote best players, the likes of Ollie Watkins, Ezri Konsa, etc. And they get promotion, and they're beating Arsenal on opening night, and they've got a corner.
Norgard's had an excellent evening in that midfield. Really understated performance. Obviously, he got his goal. But his positional sense, his discipline, his link between defence and midfield and attack has been excellent. Worked really well tonight, Lee.
And Jaeger will make way for Mads Bidstrup.
Been impressed with him as well. Giving a shift.
He was mainly in the Brentford B squad last season, Bidstrup. Made 6 league appearances, including off the bench in the playoff final. Panos scoring the first goal, whips it in. Oh, wasn't far away at all. Norgard again, who got there just ahead of Bernd Leno.
Bernd Leno's complaining, I think, to the referee because he gives him a little push just before he goes. Again, we've got to be stronger than that. There's no player marking in front of the goalkeeper. That just gives him a little free rein to run into that space that he creates for himself, and that was close.
Nuno Tavares will come on for Arsenal to make his debut. Summer signing.
Come on for Arsenal.
Names mentioned before the transfer deadline include Aaron Ramsdale, the goalkeeper, James Maddison, the playmaker from Leicester City, maybe a Tammy Abraham. Might be surplus to requirements at Chelsea with the arrival of Romelu Lukaku. Martin Odegaard. Might they get him back on loan or a permanent deal from Real Madrid?
Messi and Neymar at the moment.
And Chambers has made way for Nuno Tavares, who is a fullback. Saka. And he's still by Tierney. Saka again. And he pings the ball in. Listen with the clearance. Under no pressure, it has to be said.
The way Arsenal is set up with the personnel, obviously, we know that Aubameyang and Lacazette are missing, but it's pointless in crossing the ball. Isn't anybody who has the understanding of when to attack the ball and when to make a run for a chance? We discussed the Martinelli flick on at the near post. Nobody made a run or took a chance to try and get in the end or something. Chelsea's putting some decent balls on the left-hand side. Not even half a chance created.
Evan Tony. Strength shown by Tavares, and then he draws the foul.
Yellow card.
8 minutes remaining. Tierney. His header clear, falls to the feet of Saka. To retrieve possession for Brentford. Falls here in the penalty area to Nelson. Now here's Tavares. Thinks about the shot. A lot of confidence. Tried the left-footed curler. Tavares. And the exodus continues in the away end on the far side of the ground as we look at things. Here's Saka, leading his way towards the penalty area. Intercepted by Granit Xhaka. Norgard's pass. Ball into the penalty area. Reach Nelson. It'll be a corner kick to Arsenal.
Yeah, mistake there by Norgard, but got back into position really quickly. And in this system for Brentford with the back three, hard to pass around.
Corner kick. Tavares was close to it. Bomo, and only find Tierney, who stays back for corner kicks. Strips clearance. Is Saka. It's Bukayo Saka. Granit Xhaka on his left foot. That's where he likes them. He wasn't far away, just dragged it wide. Raya had it covered, I think. 5 minutes remaining.
Oh boy.
Brian and Bomo, who would be up there or thereabouts when we're talking about.
Give that man a clap. That man played ball.
He is replaced by Marcus Force, who represented Finland at the Euros. From Arsenal. Sandy collects the loose ball. That's enabled Brentford to get up the field a few yards. Here's Smith Rowe. This combination. Still Smith Rowe. Little fouled off the ball. It's Tierney. Nicola Pepe. What a save in the net post. Raya down. Firm right hand. That was going in. Corner kick to Arsenal.
That's a fantastic save. You called it, Arlo. Great work from Saka and Smith Rowe. Thought he'd just played that a little bit too heavy. Tierney gets a good look, cut back, takes out the centre backs with the cut back, and great strike by Pepe.
Meanwhile, across to the back post, and Marie heads it over.
What makes that such a good save is Tierney pulls it back there. He's got to start going across his goal, and then it comes to his near post where it came from. Such a strong hand. He's already moving to his left, the goalkeeper. Pepe sweet off the inside of his foot, and a big strong hand.
Is he going to back up a clean sheet in the playoff final at Wembley against Swansea, with a clean sheet in the Premier League against Arsenal? That'll be Raya. Re-header for Xhaka. 2.5 minutes of the 90 remaining. Forward with force. Cross, Tierney will clear it. Not exactly where he intended. Throw into Brentford. It'll be a mixture of happiness and a sense of it being surreal for Brentford fans. There is a fan here, I forget his name, who was at the last game in the top flight 74 years ago. He's 88 now. Sure, forgive me for forgetting his name. And he says this is just the best day of his life.
the final minute.
Oh my
We always
God.
talked before the game about the top four, and he was under pressure as a manager. And Arteta finishing 8th last
I'm
year.
gonna end the stream right here, man.
The game's coming up.
And I mean, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna. This is poor. This is very poor, man.
Thoroughly deserved by Brentford.
Yeah. I think everybody probably log off. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time, man.
They've maintained the standard through 90 minutes, and even scoring